Gendar see you safely to your rest.
I still can't believe it's all gone. What are we going to do? Sorry, friend. If you're here for goods, I'm afraid my supply has run dry. I was researching the Kwama in Burroot Mine, but I had to abandon everything. Even my research was left behind in that mine. Ha! You make it sound so simple. I couldn't ask you to do that. The mine is overrun with aggressive Kwama and packs of vicious thunderbugs. It's too dangerous. It's your neck, I guess. Burroot Mine isn't far, just at the bottom of the waterfall. But my campsite was deep inside the mine, near the bottom, where the Kwama nests were. That's where I left the notes. Thank you. It will mean a lot to me to have my notes back at least. Be careful. Aggravated Kwama are dangerous, to say nothing of the thunderbugs. An infestation of thunderbugs. In 20 years studying the Kwama, I'd never seen anything like it. In the span of a single night, the whole mine was overrun. There's nothing to be done about it now. It wouldn't do any good now. Most of my Kwama were killed. The rest are extremely aggressive now that their nest has been breached. Still, I'll at least get one good chapter out of this, right? Night of the Thunderbugs. Well, the title needs work.
No pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not. pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
Fate mocks me.
My notes! I can't believe it! I thought I'd lost these for good! You can't know what this means to me. This was my life's work. Everything I've learned in 20 years of studying Kwama. I thought I was gonna have to give up, find something new. Oh, thank you so much.
On cold nights, I used to curl up by the fire in the Castle Navir main hall. I'd sit there with a book and fall asleep over the pages. Let's go.
The forest sings to me, but it is a song of sorrow. Something must be done. The wood weeps. Can you hear it too? Is that why you've come? They say all wounds heal in time. This is true, even for the Veiling Wood. Yet some wounds are more grievous than others, and if left to fester, can only bring death. The ruin of Gilvardel suffered so, and the mark left behind is one of rot and decay. Each day I carry a vessel of the waters blessed in this shrine, and feed it into that which flows into the darkened veil. Its strength will remind the earth what it once was. But my body grows weak with age, even if my resolve holds. Will you help me? Thank you. Take this vial and fill it with the waters from this basin. The water must be taken by the one who carries it. With that done, make for the falls that feed into Gilvardel and pour the water at each crest. Nature will do the rest. My son Earthenor helps me tend the shrine here, but he is young and has a young one's whim. More interested in chasing girls and hunting beasts than the worries of an old one like me. Yet his heart is kind and he is dear to me. I do not blame him.
That could be helpful.
Met your match.
Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won.
You there, stranger. Why are you here?
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
Who are you? Where is my mother? She always brings the water to these falls. Oh, I see. My apologies then. She had been after me to aid her, but I saw it as her usual nagging. Maybe she really does need someone. I should go and see her. You have my thanks for the kindness you showed her. I'll tell her you kept your word.
Like every good story, your tale just grows in the telling.
So, you have come. Her vision holds true. Stay your hand and hear my words. Dominion, Pact, Covenant. You're like school children fighting over marbles, while the world around you is on fire. I am the most humble servant to the blessed goddess Almalexia. Her divine vision foresaw your coming, as in a dream. We share a common enemy. That does not make us friends, but it does make us allies. The Prince of Schemes, the Harvester of Souls. Do not force me to speak his name. One of his dark anchors has planted itself in the ruins of what was once the town Gilvardel. Those who came to destroy it have gone missing. We must find them. Good. We will set aside differences for the sake of Tamriel. We need to know what happened here, and surviving members of the group sent to destroy the Dark Anchor will know best. We must split up and search. Allies, recruited by Almalexia to aid me in opposing the Harvester of Souls, plucked from the best of the Fighters Guild across Tamriel. Every one of them experienced at destroying Dark Anchors, which is what makes their disappearance so troubling. Perhaps you have heard the song in the taverns. O Gilvardel, your name is desolation on my lips. Once a thriving wood elf town was nestled here, full of life and music, until he came. The Harvester of Souls claimed them all, reaping every last soul. Almalexia saw the horror as it unfolded, but could do nothing. Her memory is long, and her compassion burns like the sun. She sent a group of us to destroy the Dark Anchor here. She is our merciful healing mother, divine goddess of the Tribunal of Morrowind, who I am sworn to serve. Though occupied with the war that rages on, her compassion extends to all when it comes to the vile Prince of Schemes. My goddess possesses many gifts, not the least of which is her sight. She saw you were crucial to what must happen here, and that your hatred of the Prince of Schemes burns almost as deeply as her own. We have a better chance of finding them if we split up and search different areas. I'll meet you later.
Another find for your pack.
Maeve, are you all right?
Please get me out of here. I saw what they did to the others. It is a fate worse than death. We fought the worm cultists to the center of Gilvardel, beneath the hollow tree. The dark anchor loomed before us, swarming with Daedra, like so many others we'd seen before. But it wasn't long before we realized something was different. We couldn't budge it. Nothing we tried worked. All around it was this feeling, a chill running down our spines. It was his presence, from when he reaped the souls of Gilvardel all those years ago. It's strengthening the dark anger somehow. There are evil devices planted in the earth. The worm cultists call them Fangs of Chaos. They seem to be channeling the residual magic from Molog Ball's presence into the anchor. Ares tried to destroy one, but it killed him the instant he hit it. I don't know. If mortal weapons are useless, if even the most devastating magic fails, what hope do mere mortals have against the Prince of Schemes?
Don't worry, Maeve. I'll see you safely away from this place.
Nonsense. You and your friend here must destroy the Dark Anchor, or the others died in vain.
You always put yourself last, don't you? Maeve's account of the Fangs gives me an idea. Of course, the Fangs. It all makes sense now. Blessed Almalexia had a vision that the Prince of Schemes had sunk his teeth into the ground at Gilvardel. The Fangs she saw in her vision must be the devices Maeve described. Have you ever seen a goddess cry? It is a terrible thing to behold. So perfect a face, marred by so many tears. Almalexia's tears for Gilvardel crystallized into a beautiful gem, filled with all her fury directed at the Harvester of Souls. A goddess never suffers without purpose. The gem can destroy the Fangs of Chaos. Blessed Almalexia warned me that no mortal could wield the gem without also being destroyed by her rage. She told me to wait for the soulless, deathless one. You. Take Almalexia's tear, destroy the worm cultists. Their blood will awaken her fury. Once my goddess's fury is released from the gem, nothing, not even these Fangs of Chaos, will withstand it. I will remain at your side to see this through.
Losing my strength.
Good quality there.
pot. It's my lawn.
Split up!
We fought well. Standar! Good quality there. Standar, protect us from harm.
It is done. The Harvester of Souls' presence is receding from the land, though it is likely that this place will be forever scarred. They will try, but without the Daedra, or the link to Cold Harbor, destroying the remaining worm cultists will be quick work. I will warn the Dominion of what they attempted with the Fangs of Chaos. It will not be allowed to happen again. I must send word to the Dominion of what transpired here. Almalexia sees great things from you, but whether good or bad, I can't say. Thank you for your help. If we meet again, I hope it is as allies once more. Farewell.
Here we go.
Advance!
You were spectacular. Stendarr's might flowed through you. I could almost see it. That could be helpful. Be nice to get off my feet. Looking forward to seeing what you make with that. No guts, no glory! Any battle we can walk away from, eh? There's a supply sack just there. Oh, lucky. Stendarr must be watching. Buy a lady a drink at the next inn? Oh, nice. What did you find? Glad to see your face again. Another find for your pack.
You're no bandit. Not like the others, at least. Watch where you step. Bandit corpses get a little mushy. Bandits, running themselves onto our swords. Drove them off for now. Thing is, there are far more bandits than we have swords. With so many afflicted by the curse, we can't hunt them down and kill them in their beds. Magical sickness? Shaman Bogum handles all that. Me, I guard the gate. Know anything about stopping curses? Head inside. Shaman said he needs another set of hands. What?
Please see Shaman Bogum if you have questions. I don't know you, outsider. What? Me? Let me see that. Malakath's Orichalcum spear? The fire was no accident? Both were known to drink heavily. We thought they had been careless with a lantern. The chief's wives had a reputation for scheming. I tried not to believe it, but to see it on the page... The loss of my husband's other wives is a recent tragedy. It does our village no good to drag their names through the mud. Please, tell no one what you found. I'll inform my husband eventually, when he's ready.
Stendarr is with you. I can feel it.
Yes, I'll have the poultice ready in a moment. Wait, who are you? Curse? No, no. My bloodkin are loyal to the last, but at times they're thicker than troll dung. It's clearly poison, though how it affected so many is indeed curious. Why do you ask? Then here, take this list. Everyone who fell ill had 3 similarities. They ate food cooked in the same pot, drank water from the same well, and wore clothes washed in the same stream. Bring a sample from each. we'll find the source of the poison. I've dealt with sickness, broken bones, and plague. This is poison, I have no doubt. Symptoms are very similar to bites from the spiders in our tin mine. I'm thankful none have died, but it's damn inconvenient. The bandit attacks are relentless. I won't know anything for certain until I get those samples.
Malik, why me?
I'm hopping mad.
You've got some nerve.
Have you collected everything on the list? Good. This should only take a few moments. Clothes are fine. The poison wasn't in the stream. The meat is cooked past the point of edibility, but no poison. If it's not in the well water, we'll need to rethink this. Wait, do you smell that? Ha ha, that's it! It's in the well water! The poison was in the well water. Even better, I know exactly what kind it is. Spider venom. Enough to incapacitate, but not kill. Odd. Mingling with water in such a fashion would require a variety of alchemical compounds to dilute the venom. I'm saying it's odd, that's all. What's important now is the antidote. The venom is common to the spiders infesting our tin mine, but I'll need a concentrated amount. Look for broodmothers. Their venom sacs are potent and durable enough not to pop when you smash the filthy creatures. They hate the light, so you'll need to search the deepest parts of the mine.
Here to kill some bandits? No? All right. Because bandits are dumb. They think an open gate is a weakness, so they all head for it. But we cut them down before they get inside. They could, but they don't. The ones with bows won't fire their arrows at us, so we stand here as bait for the ones without bows. Then they come, and we make them decorate the cobbles. Told you, bandits are dumb.
Side by side. That's the end of that tale. Isabelle Velois, at your service.
You, outsider! Bandits broke into the village! Bandits rushed the gates and scaled the walls. There's not enough of us to drive them back. Broken arm. It's nothing. Stand with us! Drive these bandits into the mud!
That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell. We'll see it done. Another find for your pack.
On top of it all, here you are.
I don't hear the sounds of battle. Are the bandits driven off? Then I'll distill an antidote immediately. With so many poisoned, we couldn't have repelled the bandits without your help. Someone deliberately poisoned our strongholds well. The sickness began the day of the bandits' first attack. It couldn't have been them, not directly. You should speak with Moramat, one of Chief Dushkel's wives. She's tended the chief since he fell ill. You've shown you stand with the stronghold, and for that, you'll remain welcome. But if you wish to stop the poisoner, you'll need her approval, or the others won't help.
You've proven yourself bloodkith to our stronghold. If any here would call you outsider, you are welcome to answer with the back of your hand. Now, what is it you need? Yes, he convinced me there was never a curse. Know that while Chief Dushkel remains ill, I speak on his behalf. I'm his hearthwife, and I say the poisoner must be brought to justice. The sickness happened before the first bandit attack. None are missing from the stronghold. The poisoner must be among us. Can't be any of the victims. There are unpleasant symptoms. Very unpleasant. Speak with the unafflicted. Find out where they were the night before the sickness began. Return to me with their tales, and we can find the lies within them.
The antidote will be ready soon. Then we can get everyone back on their feet. Wonderful. Good luck to you. Oh, you want to question me? A bit pedantic, but I appreciate a thorough approach. Ask what you will. In the woods, collecting herbs for poultices. It's a good thing too, after the bandit attacks. I've used nearly all of them. Look, if I wanted to kill everyone, I would have done it right the first time. That's what troubles me. If the poison was meant to kill, there would have been more venom. Why would the poisoner show restraint?
What is it?
Ah, the hero. What do you want? It's shameful for the raiders to do such a thing. They must have dropped the poison in the well during one of their attacks. Checking and oiling weapons in the Longhouse? Bad for the bandits when they attacked. Still didn't keep them from poisoning the well. If you say so. It's been a blur. Can't even remember when I last slept.
The sound of a hammer on iron is a beautiful thing to hear, whether in battle or at the forge. But our mine produces tin. Can't keep a good rhythm with tin. Once the chief is back on his feet, I'll be the new forge wife. Then we'll see who gives the orders. Not that you care. Go ahead, ask me anything. Right here, stoking the forge while my apprentice ran errands for Maramat. Think she can take her away, make my work shoddier? Ha. Besides, temperature changes can ruin the metal. I didn't have a choice. Shored up defenses, repaired weapons and armor for the few warriors left standing. Haven't you heard the ring of my hammer? Used it on a few bandits, too. Bandit helmets can't take 3 hits. Clang, clang, crunch. Shoddy workmanship. If I'd wanted to sabotage the stronghold, I could have the walls topple or make shoddy blades that crumble in our warriors' hands. Yet the walls stand fast and our weapons strike true. Any other insults you care to toss at me? I have metal to work.
Hello, Bloodkith. Heard you gutted some bandits in the attack. You mean the curse? Sure. I'll help any way I can. It's what I do. Most of our warriors are sick in their beds, or barely able to hold an axe. More bandits for me. Training with Nemorath near the front gate. He opens himself to counterattacks when he lunges. Knew it would hurt him eventually. But he survived the attack, so he'll remember next time. Or not, and he'll die. He should really try to remember. The curse couldn't poison me. Nothing can. When I find a new bug or beast, I don't just kill it. I eat it to gain its strength. Sometimes you, pay for it. But you've never truly conquered something until you've buried it in the ground.
The stronghold survived because of your help. We won't forget this. I wish we were back in the mines, even with all those spiders. At least Maramat is safe in the Longhouse. Getting battered by Sharnog. I always end up bruised, but I'm a better warrior for it. Sure half the village saw me getting knocked around. You can ask anyone. Nothing. I'm a horrible liar. Everybody knows it. Look, the chief got sick. We have a history, and I don't want Maramat to think I poisoned him, all right? That'd be terrible. Is it that obvious? I mean, no, nothing like that. The chief and I disagreed over the mine's value, but we resolved things. We don't see eye to eye on trade matters, but I'm no traitor to the Stronghold, and I'd never do anything to hurt Muramat. Seems a week doesn't pass without a spider bite in the mines. It comes with the job. I suppose old bites and dizzy spells kept me safe from the poison. I don't know what else to say.
What have you learned? Whose tales are false? I remember that. They were sparring for hours. And the others? Yes, he complained for weeks about his herbs. I finally told him to stop whining and get what he needed. He returned later with an armload of plants. Who else? That's strange. I didn't see Rakaz, and I was here all that day. Shakul's apprentice is rarely away from her side. Curse that girl. I hope her feelings for Gargak didn't drive her to foolishness. My husband's brother, who challenged him for leadership. Rakaz was upset when Gargak lost, but that was nearly a year ago. You have my blessing to confront her. We must know if it was her, and if so, her reasons.
Well?
What is it now? Now that I think about it, I checked the weapons the day before. The day everyone got sick, I worked here, in the forge. Fine. I'm the one who poisoned the Stronghold. But what I did was for the good of my people. None of my bloodkin died from the poison. It only made people sick, just as Gargak showed me. His brother isn't fit to rule a privy, let alone our tribe. I'm sure she does. Don't believe everything she's told you. Gargak is no monster, and Chief Dushkul would be nothing without his wives. I don't think so.
What do you want?
Where is Rakaz? Was it her? What has the fool girl done? Never mind that. Shaman Bogum has almost finished his antidote. Once Reman's Bluff recovers, our warriors will find these bandits and crack open their skulls. I must remain here and see my husband recovers. If you're willing, you should track down Gargak and put an end to his madness. Sharnak said most attacks come from the north. There are some caves, an old mine, and a ruined Imperial tower in that direction. If you find Gargak, do what you must to stop him. You do so with my husband's authority, with my authority.
What do we have here? Do you know the Code of Moloch? It's a simple code, but it's the one I live by. Don't steal, so I aim to conquer. Don't kill your kin, and none have died in my attacks. Don't attack without cause, but I have more than enough cause. When my father passed, I was to become chief by right. But then my little brother challenged me for leadership of the stronghold. 2 schemers put him up to it, as long as he'd make them hunt wife and forge wife. They knew I had no respect for them. Not by my brother's skill. His future forge wife insisted we use matched weapons. As we fought, I grew lightheaded. My palms burned and I could barely keep a grip. But I fought on and was about to strike my brother down when my sword shattered. No other explanation. The hunt wife poisoned the hilt, and the forge wife delivered a blade that shattered in its first melee. My brother must have known. Heard they died last month, some sort of fire. A shame they won't see me take my revenge. I don't see how. It's my birthright to rule, and my brother stands in the way. What do you mean? Base my mercenaries out of this tower? It's a central location, certainly. Overlooks a choke point through all corners of the Valenwood. But no, I'm a Reman's Bluff orc. Without a mind to work, I'd be nothing next to my brother. A played-out Imperial mine, I'd heard. And it's infested with trolls. Clearing them out will be no easy task. I suppose if there's ore in the mine, I could leave my brother to rot in the stronghold. But I'd need proof. And I'll send someone I trust to meet you at the mine. I can't just take your word on this. I'm sure you understand. But I'll hold my mercenaries back until we find out if there's ore in that mine. I give you my word.
Good quality there.
Didn't expect to see you again.
I'm glad you came to your senses about Gargak. He asked me to verify any ore we find, so here I am. Let's get this over with.
What do we have here? This is iron ore. I'll get some samples. Go tell Gargak that with this ore, we'll have the finest weapons in Grotwood.
Have you brought me proof? What did Rakaz say? She wouldn't say that lightly. With quality metal, I could rebuild this tower as a new home and drive my brother's tin profits into the ground. I'm an orc of my word. My quarrel ends today.
Drake, I didn't think you could get more powerful.